Hello everyone, and welcome to a bins haul on a Thursday on the Jack Valentine channel. Today, I have an amazing bins haul for you. I would say one of my best in a while. Not only do I have the really good seasonal, trendy, bread and butter type pieces, but I also found a couple luxury designer pieces. So this was a really good bins trip. Now you might be wondering, Jack, didn't you and Ryan mention something about doing a two-person bins haul this week? And you would be correct. Ryan and I last week on his spring break did get to the bins together, and it was a really good bins trip that time as well. Our plan was this past weekend to film said haul, probably two-part haul, but the weather got really nice only on Saturday and Sunday, the end of his break. Otherwise, his whole break was not nice at all. So we had to get out and fix up the yard and set up the patio and stuff and spend at least a day of his break enjoying the weather. So we just haven't filmed it yet. That will be coming next week. We still have all the stuff kind of organized in the house, and we're just gonna film that this next weekend. So that'll be next week's bins haul, just for those that were wondering. Also, Ryan is here in spirit, and that is in the form of the red spot on my nose. No, he did not push me down a flight of steps. Just in case you guys are wondering, in the middle of the night one night, Ryan rolled over, swung his arm, and smacked me in the nose. So it's not broken, but it doesn't feel great. So he's here. I was like, how? And when we woke up, he's like, oh, I thought it was one of the dogs. I was like, I'm glad you didn't smack one of the dogs that hard. Okay, so again, this is a really good bins haul. There's a lot. I'm looking at a mountain coming out of this IKEA bag, so we probably should dive into it pretty quick, and I shouldn't babble. Just a reminder, Tuesday was the R&D of the spring trends. I got this shirt at the Mall of America. See the story behind that if you'd like to from the Tuesday video. It's the last one that went up, and it'll probably be on the end screen of this video. Okay, so I did not get any shoes this time, but I did get some bags and kind of accessories, actually a decent amount. So we're gonna start with those. The first one is something that we're keeping in the house, and it's a Bagoo bag. Bagoo just makes reusable bags. They're not expensive or anything, but I think they can be sold at Urban Outfitters and Free People and stuff. This one is the style of a convenience store bag, and it says have a nice day. We're keeping this just to use for poly mailers or grocery shopping or whatever. It's just super cute. And inside of it, actually, which I will be selling this, was this kind of bread bag, kind of woven bag. This is either Urban Outfitters or Free People or Anthro, because it has this label, which again would make sense. I bet that Bagoo bag is also from one of those places, considering that these were together from the same person. These usually do pretty good for me. Obviously, they don't go for a ton, but I will be selling that myself. Then we have a scarf, and this is a scarf that I'm very actually excited about. So this is a really nice wool fringe scarf in this kind of navy blue, green, and red plaid. It is new with tags from J. Crew, but it actually gets even better than that. This is a J. Crew collab with Moon Wool, which Moon Woolen Mills, it doesn't really say, but Moon Wool is a very good, valuable J. Crew collaboration. You can find it in pants, men's a lot of the times. You can find it in blazers, which those are primo. I would pay up quite a bit for those. And I guess you can find it in scarves. This retailed for $100, and I'm really excited about this. Anytime I've had Moon fabrics with J. Crew, it has sold super easy and super fast. So I did find a couple bags, and they're honestly quite similar, and they are from the same brand. First up is this Coach bag. This is just kind of a hobo leather, very dark. I believe this is an orange. I don't know how it's showing up, but it's a near red orange. I don't exactly know what that color is called. But it's kind of a bucket hobo style bag. It'd be a good kind of throw over the shoulder bag, which is pretty trendy right now. It does zip shut, so it's not someone could just dip their hand in your bag. And then it does actually have the Coach tag too. This is in really good shape, especially for being at our bins. There's a little bit of corner scuffing, but nothing too bad. And it is a pretty newer bag because it doesn't have the creed on the leather kind of patch. It has it on the tag. I think it's from 2014, so it's not super new, but it's not super old either. It's a little bit of crumbs and dirtiness on the inside. I still gotta lint roll it and stuff, but of course in the bins, I was gonna pick this up. This is something I could even consign if I have trouble selling it, but I will list it myself for a while. And then very similar, because the color is honestly super similar. I think it's easier to see the orange in this because it's patent. This is another Coach bag, obviously, and this is an older one because it's got the circle C's, which I don't necessarily know if that means that it's a poppy bag, but it's definitely from kind of the same era. Once again, this one's in great shape. I love that the closure is this like hook clasp. I'm sure it's kind of like not the best for functionality, but it's really cute looking. So this one is not factory outlet or anything. And this one I think is from 2012, if I'm reading that correctly. This has 2 Coach tags, and they're really fun. So one is like the big patent orange, which matches the bag. And then one is this like clear one. If I ended up consigning this, I think I would take off this clear one and keep it because it's really, it reminds me of like early 2000s and 2010s like MacBooks, or not MacBooks, like Macs. Were they just called Macs then? Like an Apple Mac computer? I think it's like the Mac desktop. Not the iMac, not the MacBook, but the Mac. The big back Mac. Those colorful ones. Okay, this one's also in really good shape. The bottom's in fantastic shape. This one's really clean on the inside. Honestly, this one's in insanely good shape. Like, I guess they're both technically missing their crossbody straps, but with how people are wearing bags nowadays, there's a lot of people that aren't really using crossbody straps as often right now because the like whole under the shoulder thing is super trendy. All right, 2 more like accessories. First is a scarf, and this is by a brand that can be sold at Urban Outfitters. It's called Hemlock. This is their print number 48, so it must be kind of like Liberty where they have like certain prints that they use. But this is just a really pretty cotton, kind of like wildflower, cottage printed scarf. I honestly have good luck with stuff like this, so I will be like actually listing and selling that. And then this is so funky. So I thought that this was like the corner of a comforter when I saw it, because I saw this poking out of the bin and it says Maeve Anthropology, and I was like, is that a comforter? No, it is a scarf, and it is a puffer scarf. I have actually once had a J. Crew puffer scarf before. They're not a very common thing, but they do exist here and there. This is obviously probably not down. It is not down, which does not surprise me. But Ryan also said it kind of looks like a baby like changing pad, which is very true. This is that shade of dusty blue that is very trendy right now. So there's basically no colors for this spring on the trends, at least on the bloggers, but the very, very dusty baby blue and very, very dusty baby pink is sort of trending. Okay, here's my IKEA bag is from the ground to here. So there's a lot. So let's get into this. First up, this is actually from the haul that would be next week, but I need to ship this out, so I'm going to show it to you. It's Maeve Anthropology. This is a size large. This is going to Jackie. So Jackie got this really cute sweater. It is a really nice like wool sweater. It's a very like, it feels like Scottish, Irish kind of wool. It's a very like heavy, thick wool, which kind of surprises me for Anthro. But it's a really nice, just kind of like bubbly, textured gray cardigan. Really, really nice. Again, I'm just kind of surprised by like the quality of wool on that. Let's move this a little. I don't need that to tip over on me. Oop, as it literally does. And then this also would have been in next week's haul, but I just got to show it to you so I can get it shipped. This is Ann Taylor, and this is a size 8. And this is just a beige, tan, pretty standard midi shin length dress. This is from a really recent year, like 2023 or 2, I believe. This is from 2023. I just thought that this would do well during this kind of like wedding and event season, and sure enough, it sold. Obviously, it's just Ann Taylor, so it did sell for 20, nothing crazy, but I do like picking that stuff up, especially this time of year. So let's get into the new stuff that I just found, and I think this is very fitting to start with this. So because that sold, I was was even more inclined to pick this up, even though I would have anyways. This is Ann Taylor once again, and this is a size 14, which is of course a great size. This is a green textured kind of tweed material dress. This is a shorter length, more of like a right above the knee length. This is great for spring. Again, for like a more mature person, an adult or something going to somebody's wedding or going to some kind of like spring work event or something, or like church event. I think that that's perfect. Then we have a cabbie piece. So this just got cuter and cuter as I like looked into it more. Cabbie size medium. And it's this cute kind of like oxblood knit polo. Really adorable. Just kind of like classic. I mean, it could, yeah, no, it's a purple. It's definitely like a burgundy oxblood. It is not brown. And so I thought this was cute, got it to sell, got home, looked up the style, whatever. And on all these model pictures, I was like, why does it look like it has like a wavy scalloped collar? Does mine? And so I looked at it better without it being like open like that. And it absolutely does have this super adorable scalloped wavy V-neck. So I love this even more. See, it's just when you hold it open like this, it's honestly hard to tell. But if you're wearing it and it's resting against your skin, you can definitely tell. So this is really cute. And I don't always sell cabbie myself, but that one is an absolute yes to me selling it myself. All right, next item. Now this, I just couldn't skip. And I haven't exactly decided what I'm doing with it. I might just consign it possibly because they probably would give me a decent amount. How about if any of you want this, I will give you a good deal on this because I don't usually have the best luck selling this brand myself. So it's Avec Les Filles. This is a size large. And it's a really cute, really nice, great condition shacket. It's a zip front and it's a very like thick, nice material. It's a really cute color. It kind of reminds me of the Isabel Marant Etoile ones. There's like no pilling or anything. I don't have like the best luck with this brand. And the consignment store knows the brand and marks it like pretty decent. But yeah, if any of you want that, we'll figure something out, but I'll do it cheap. So I probably won't post it until one of you tells me that you want it. So like, let me know if you do and we'll figure something out. Okay, next up is a Free People. This is adorable. It's like a jersey tee with this kind of like washed rose floral sort of western print to it. It's got stars on the sleeves. It kind of gives like Free People inspired by a magnolia pearl. This is a size medium and it is the We the Free line. So nice, so cute, no stains or anything. It just kind of has like a washed look, obviously, as you can tell by the number at the front. But this is like exactly the type of Free People I like to pick up. Just like the cute little, just simple things like that. Then we have an Anthro piece. Now this is a really new Anthro piece because this is the new like Maeve logo. It's all lowercase and it's kind of this like typewriter-ish. I guess not typewriter, but close to typewriter font. I see that I have a mark to clean off there. But this is a super cute black and white strawberry graphic printed tee. It's kind of like a cutoff, like it's probably slightly cropped, not literally a crop top, but it definitely, you'd probably want to wear like high-waisted jeans with it if you don't want any skin showing. So I'm gonna get that mark off the neckline and we will get that posted. This is a size, it's a size small. And I know I just picked this stuff up yesterday, but by the time that you guys see this haul, I would assume most is listed, or else I do have probably pictures of everything. So if you're interested, just so you know. Then we have a Faraday. So see already, this this haul is off to a wonderful start. This is a Faraday size medium, and this is men's. And I am just gonna button one of the top buttons so that I'm not holding an open shirt because that never looks good. So this is just like a nice spring, summer kind of shirt. Nothing too crazy. It's got just kind of like a diamond line print to it. It's a nice like kind of pink, peach salmon color. My men's Faraday does almost as good as my women's Faraday, so that should do quite good for me. Then we have an Anthro piece once again, and I actually already have this in my closet and I don't know what size, but if there's more than one person interested, I do have more than one. This is Pilcrow and it's a size medium. This is adorable. This is like a seafoam green sweatshirt. It is such an adorable, very bright spring green color. And these necklines are so trendy. Again, this gives kind of like the rugby sweatshirt trend that we've been seeing. So I was really excited to find another one of these. I have not sold, obviously, my other one yet, but it's just such a cute style. I was pumped. Then we have a couple really nice dresses. Do I already want to do those? I mean, it's not even the peak of this haul, but these are really, really good. So first up is Kate Spade. It's a size large. I don't know much about like the age of Kate Spade's stamped labels like this, so I don't really know if this is super modern or not. I kind of feel like it is. It is this black, very kind of classic, more fitted top and more flowy bottom dress. It also has this bow detail, so I don't always get super excited about Kate Spade stuff nowadays, but I think this kind of checks all the boxes of something that'll do well. The bows have been trendy, and then the single color fitted and flared dresses have been really in. So I have high hopes for that. It was pretty heavy, but obviously like at the bins, it's Kate Spade. I'm still gonna get it anyways. Okay, this is one of my best finds, and I guess we'll just do it this early on. I'm so excited about this. So is this my first time thrifting this brand? I think this is my first time thrifting this brand. I have arbitraged it before, and I have found good prices at consignment stores, but I don't think I've ever thrifted it. And that is C New York. And I feel like my camera is not having a good time focusing today. So if you don't know, C New York is a big bolo brand. It can be sold at quite a few different places, but even on its own, it's a super expensive brand. This is a size 8, and this is a super, super adorable lace cutout ruffle detail, like bohemian, I'd say midi length dress in all black. It is so pretty and so well made. You can just like feel how well made it is. All of this ruffling detail at the sleeves is just so well stitched and well embroidered. C can possibly, yeah, I think it can be at Anthropologie as like one of their higher end brands, but it can be at Tuckernuck, it can be at all kinds of places. This is made in India, it's 100% cotton, so freaking nice. I have to look into this more. C dresses, I think are like probably about $350 at the low end, up to like $675, $750, honestly. They are so expensive. It doesn't always keep tons of its value, but it does still keep a good amount of its value. Then we have a Patagonia piece. This is Patagonia Organic Cotton size medium. And this is just one of the like quilt. I now have not picked a Patagonia in so long that I'm forgetting the styles. Like, is this kind of the quilted better sweater? I don't know. It's like a quarter snap. It just has a couple spots that I need to depill, which on a fabric like this is super, super easy to do. Otherwise, for being this kind of cream color, this is in really good shape. Honestly, hopefully this will do pretty good since quilted jackets and stuff are in and beige and cream is in. Maybe this will kind of like fit that same crowd. But as we've said in like the past couple months, like Patagonia doesn't really do that good for me anymore, but I think that that's a better piece. All right, now if you're one of the people that plays the drinking game of take a shot every time Jack picks up a Nolo to sell himself, here's your warning. So I found this Zara, and I've been really good about all of the Zara I've been finding. I've been just consigning. I'm not selling it because the couple I've let slip through, what do you know, haven't done well for me. But this one is really cute, okay? So this is Zara size small, and actually, I have had and sold this piece before. So it's a fully crochet bobble detail kind of crop top. I actually had this kind of maybe like a year or so ago, but this is so cute. Of course, you guys know I'm a sucker for black and white. I'm also a sucker for like granny crochet. So this just like checks all the boxes for me, and I was gonna say I think it's gonna do good, but I hope it'll do good. Then, oh, this is another really good find. This is a banger bins haul, just so you guys know. This is a super popular brand with the kiddos and with a lot of people, and that is Essentials by Fear of God. I have always wanted to find this brand in the bins. I've seen it once or twice, but people attack for it. I happened to find this folded up, and I think that's why no one grabbed it. Here it says Essentials Fear of God. It looks like a t-shirt, as you can see. It also says it right there. But this is actually a t-shirt dress. Now, Essentials by Fear of God. Let's backstory this. Fear of God is a really, really, really expensive kind of streetwear brand. Essentials is a diffusion line that they made quite a few years ago now, but it took the world like by storm, honestly. It is sold at some lower-ish end places like Urban Outfitters and even PacSun, but at those places, it's very expensive still, and it does not really go on sale. And if it does, not very often. I don't think coupons and stuff usually work on it. It is so popular, and it has been for quite a long time. I'm sure a lot of you actually do know this brand or have seen it somewhere and were like wondering what it is. But that is a great brand to pick up if you see it. Then we have a piece that I've actually had before in a different color. So this is a really cute linen blend, many buttons, tiered dress. It's got kind of a split at the bottom. It's in a kind of like rust red color, so pretty. And this is by Abercrombie & Fitch. It's a small petite. And as you can see, it is new with tags. So this retailed for $100, which is wild. And I think it's so pretty. I've had this in blue, and it was like an extra small or something, and I still was able to sell it pretty easy, even though it was not new with tags also. So I think this will do really well. You guys know that I swear by having Abercrombie as a bread and butter brand for me. Oh, okay. A trend that a couple of you let us know about in the comments. Not only is the dusty light baby blue and pink in, but butter. this kind of like shades of very light butter yellow are in, which I guess like fits with beige. It kind of makes sense. So that I think is a benefit for this. It's very much butter color, but this is also just really cute and good for events again. So this is Banana Republic size extra large. It has this kind of like crocheted knit top to it. It's got short sleeves, and then it's fully ribbed and like probably maxi length. I haven't looked into it enough, but I believe this is a maxi dress. It's in fantastic shape. And once again, this is just giving like a more mature person going to an event. And I'm not, when I say that, I don't mean like old. I just mean like not a girly. I just don't have a word, like a womany. We don't have a word for just like adult women. We have the girlies for the young girls. And then like the 30 plus, 25 plus like adult women. That's what I'm talking about. Just like more like a mom or something would wear that to an event versus like one of the girly pops. Then another brand that I just recently I think found for the first time, and that is Quince, and it sold super quick for me, so I was excited to find another piece by them. I am not sure if Quince makes men's and women's or just women's, but I guess there's a chance this could be women's. There's a chance this could be men's, even though the buttons tell me otherwise. I don't really know. But this is a ultra soft flannel shirt. So cute. I know I just said something about spring, but this is obviously not giving spring. But I had such good luck with the last Quince piece I picked up, and I thought this was so adorable and soft that it should do well. All right, next up is me kind of picking up something I wouldn't usually do. So you guys know I'm not a huge swim fan, and also this is not a brand I don't think that I've ever listed myself, but one of the people that works in my local turnstile actually watches me, so hello Nicole, if you're watching. But she gave me a tip that, I think she said tankini tops by Land's End do well, but this is a one piece. I just thought I would try a Land's End swim piece, basically. She inspired me to try that. So this is just Land's End, which is not a bolo, but I'm hoping because of the season that this will do well. So it is a size 6, and I think this is a really pretty swimsuit. I love the blue and white mixture to it. I like the ruched detail. So we're just gonna give this a shot. I don't know. I have no expectations for how that one will do. We will just find out together. Then I have a J. Crew piece. I found a lot of really good J. Crew, and half of it I'm consigning, half I'm selling myself. So this is J. Crew size extra large men's, and this is just called like the thick workman's shirt or something, but it's a really nice green color. And you might be wondering, Jack, why wouldn't you give this to Ryan? I actually did. I found one of these last week, and now I found another one. I think they're the same size. So he has one, and I'm gonna sell one of them. Then we have another men's J. Crew piece, and this is J. Crew size large. This is called like the Willis or Wilson or something. Quilted jacket. Of course, quilted jacket, super in right now, though this is men's. I don't always know which of the like women's trends carry over to the men's. Hopefully quilted jackets. I mean, I feel like stuff like this is always popular for men, but this is really nice. There's a couple spots on the inside lining I just need to depill a little bit, but otherwise it'll be almost like new condition. I think this is the one sweater I picked up, which I'm really proud of because I'm usually bad about keeping my strength when switching seasons, but this is Madewell size large. I also just don't have room for like more sweaters. This is so cute. I couldn't skip this one. It's like this bobbly textured knit with the puff sleeves. It's got the big buttons. It's got the mock neck. I just feel like this is so adorable. Also, if Ryan is right and like fisherman core or whatever is in, I think this fits that perfectly. It's 60% wool, so it's really nice. And I think this is a like slightly nicer, more expensive Madewell piece. So I think that that will do good, and I probably won't have to hold on to it for too long. All right, I do have quite a bit left, but let's just do a banger. This is a crazy good find. So I found this blazer. It's older, but it's cute. Yes, I know it's missing a button cap, which is kind of interesting, but it's like a gray. It actually has its underlayer vest attached into it. And this is by Christian Dior. And no, it is not Dior Monsieur. It is not Le Connoisseur or whatever. The other, there's quite a few labels. And this is just mainline Christian Dior. This is a size 12, made in the USA, vintage blazer, and it is adorable. Now, I'm probably gonna have to end up sending this into the Real just because I don't think I can sell vintage Dior that well myself, but I was shocked that it has both parts of the jacket in it. And so I found this, I was like, whatever, looking around at all the other suiting with a couple of my bins friends there, just because we're like, oh, like, is there anything else that good? And my friend Laurel at one point picked up this skirt and was like, oh, this is like unlabeled, whatever. I didn't think anything of it. And then I was back in my cart showing her this blazer, and she's like, oh, like that's almost like the same color as that one skirt. And then I noticed the blazer's a size 12. I ran to get this skirt at the speed of light. Like, I was like, oh my gosh, that's the skirt that goes with my jacket. So I have all 3 pieces of this suit set, which is crazy. Super pumped, super excited. All right, so when I do J. Crew, I really like to do mainline retail J. Crew. I don't like to do the outlet too often, but this is outlet, and this is so adorable. It's a size extra small, and it is the cutest cotton blouse ever. This print is so adorable. It looks kind of like a block print inspired top. It looks kind of like Liberty London. It looks kind of like Agua Bendita. It's got these really nice sleeves with a ruffle at the end. I definitely would consider this a J. Crew outlet to sell myself. This is another one of the outlet pieces that I'm gonna sell myself. This is size extra small as well. And this is a black cotton top. I really like these like slightly puffed kind of eyelet cutout sleeves. This looks a lot like a retail J. Crew piece I recently got. It's really cute. I don't know, it's a nicer fabric, it's a nicer style, and it's good for the season, so that's kind of like why I'm gonna try that myself. Another bins friend of mine, Joel, who actually when I'm filming this, it's his birthday, so happy now late birthday, Joel. He handed me this. So this is a sequin. It looks silver, but I believe it's the same color as the lining. It's like a very blush pink. Anthropology crop top, I guess. It's a size small. It's cute. Since it's one color and it's just a sequin crop top, I don't know what else to say about it, but it's cute. Thank you, Joel. Okay, I don't do this brand much myself, even though I know a lot of people do, and that's Eileen Fisher. This is a size large. And I am gonna do this myself because this is a fully cashmere sweater. It's so soft. It's in fantastic shape. There's no holes or pilling or anything yet. 100% cashmere. I don't know. I have literally zero experience with Eileen. I don't even know what this would retail for. I don't know what it would sell for. I don't know how well it's gonna sell. Who knows? Then we have a icebreaker piece. This is a Bolo brand to definitely know. It's kind of like a cousin of Smartwool. It's not like the brands are actually related, but it's kind of the same idea. This is a men's tee. It's just a blue base layer tee, and that is just the logo right there. I was like, they do not have a Knitwit logo, so what is that? That is just a word. And that was a men's size large, by the way. This is such a cute Madewell. I'm basically just as picky with Madewell as I am with outlet J. Crew. Those are kind of on the same level for me. This is a size small Madewell, and it is the cutest like flannel material gingham squared neck top ever. It is so soft, and I love the buttons on the front. Also, life update. You remember the kind of like retro gridded plaid Madewell flannel that I said I really wanted to find for myself? I did. It's not here yet. I actually maybe I should wear that. If it comes here in time, maybe I'll try to wear that for What's Sold Sunday. Anyways, another really good find. I think this is my first time thrift finding this brand as well, and that is Aviator Nation. Maybe I found it once before, I don't know. But this shirt says rock and roll. And Aviator Nation, if you do not know it, is a super popular kind of just like lounge, relaxed wear brand. All they do is make like graphic tees, sweatshirts, and sweatpants. But it is really expensive and it is really popular. So that is super exciting. That is a size medium women's. Then, and I just sold one of these this past week, I found this amazing vintage Halloween sweater vest with all these jack-o'-lanterns all over it. I will grab these any time of the year. I will list them all year long. I am obsessed with them. This is by Basic Editions. It's a women's medium. So cute. I maybe have like 10 vintage Halloween sweaters and sweater vests of my own. So that's why I won't be keeping that. Then we have a pair of Polo Ralph Lauren shorts. They are the new label and they actually are new with tags. These are I was gonna say these are size 70. These retailed for 70 and they are, once again, butter yellow. Really cute. If these were not new with tags, I wouldn't list them myself, but because they are, I am gonna try them myself. So we're into the pants, which means we're almost done, so don't fret. This is a pair of Madewell jeans. There's the Madewell logo right there. These are the perfect vintage jean in a 24 tall. I don't even think I looked at the size. I'm so happy they're tall. These, I believe, are probably from the past 2 years, like either 2023 or 2024. Just nice, classic, cut-off jeans. This style does quite good for me. And yeah, again, I'm really happy they're tall because 24 would be a little bit trickier. Then we have some men's J. Crew pants. I just sold a pair of these earlier this week. So these are J. Crew stretch. They're a 34 waist, 34 length. These are just really nice cotton, slim chinos, trousers. Again, I just sold a pair on eBay this week that you will see in What's Sold Sunday. Did I already talk about this last week? I don't know. Another pair of men's pants. These are really cute too. I don't do Nike much myself, but these I believe are really modern. They're Nike size medium or size 32, which is kind of interesting. And these are like trouser track pants. They've got the logo there, and then they have this like zipper pot. They're kind of cargo-y. I don't know, these are really unique, and that's why I wanted to try them. They also just seem like a nice, lightweight, kind of like spring pant. So, hopefully they'll do okay. All right, we have like 3 or 4 things left. So next up is my other really good find. This might be my last like really good find, and that is this pair of Goldie jeans. These are size 27. Now I don't get excited about all Goldies, but this is a pair that I am very excited about. These are the 90s relaxed light wash jean. This is a pair I would probably pay up for a decent amount. Goldies don't do as good as they did probably like 3-4 years ago, but when they're a good style like this, they do fantastic. So I am pumped about that. This is such a cute skirt that even though this is a brand I don't often do, I have to try this. So it's new with tags, Gap, retail for $70, size 6, and it is a cotton blue white floral long skirt. It's kind of tiered. There's a couple of tiers to it. This is adorable. I feel like this is a really good spring piece. So here's to hoping. Then another mall brand, but another really good piece. This is Loft, size 12. And this is from 2024. These are some emerald green satin, I guess like straight leg trousers. They're very like satiny and flowy. I'm like a sucker for emerald. My favorite shade of green is absolutely emerald. I've always like loved the gemstone emerald and stuff, and that's exactly what this gives me. So cute. Obviously size 12 is a great size, so I'm pumped about that. Final 2 things. They're not a big finale, but I'm sure most of you aren't even here anymore. Aerie pair of shorts, size medium. They're just a gauze cotton short in a nice like beige color. They won't go for a ton, but they'll go for something fast. And then Athleta pants, size 12 tall. Love the tall Athleta. These are linen, and these are kind of like the blue Cabo jogger, I believe, if I know my Athleta styles well. So these are in great shape too. So that's all that I have for you guys today. Let me know what your favorite few things were that I found. It's honestly really hard for me to pick in this one because I liked a lot of this a lot. I'm really excited about the Agoldi jeans. I'm really excited about the Christian Dior suit. I'm really excited, honestly, about this J. Crew. I love this print so much. I'm super excited about the C dress. The Free People from the beginning was really good. I'm just really excited to look into a lot of this more and to list this. So again, it probably almost all will be listed by the time you see this. So if you're interested, definitely go. We've had a few comments lately asking about like how to find our Poshmarks and eBays and stuff. So on the phone and on the computer, if you go to the like description of the video, which is right under it, you might have to hit like show full description. That has links to like everything. So if you're ever looking for that, you can just go to that. Or else like I'm flipped thrift on everything. If you're just kind of looking it up, if you're on the TV, we always watch YouTube on the TV. So I understand the struggle of like not seeing the descriptions on videos, not being able to comment very often, because like we do the same thing. But yeah, if you're wondering, they're always linked below. Okay, so that's all that I have for you guys today. Again, let me know your favorite couple things, and I will see you with Ryan on Sunday for a regular What Sold Sunday. Goodbye.